Alright, so I'm going to go over my strategy for taking out the final boss in the new dungeon and doing it solo. Now the footage starts off near the end of the fight, but since it's the same routine, it's alright. Should cover all the bases. Now I'm going to pick up the sword, and usually I'm going to go to the knight first. And I'm going to hold on to the sword. Don't drop it, because if you hold on to the sword, you'll build up that super, and that'll help just finish the fight faster. Gonna make sure all the acolytes are dead because their grenades are horrendously painful. So now I'm gonna start DPSing the knight. I'm gonna hold block after swinging twice, and I'll use that super when I need to. And then once he's dead, I'm gonna make sure I have my invis up. I'm gonna kill any ads that are down here. Usually at the very beginning there's gonna be acolytes. You're gonna want to take those out as soon as you can. It just makes things a lot easier. And now I'm going to kill the second sword bearer and rotate. And we're gonna head over to the wizard. Now this one, I recommend that you do drop the sword, just to save that sword energy, because this wizard will take a lot of sword energy to kill. But I figure I can hurt the wizard and take out the acolytes at the same time. And now, what I like to do is I like to bunny hop through this doorway and do aerial attacks. This prevents me from getting stuck in an animation where the wizard would just hose me down while I'm stuck. And it also allows you to curve the shots if you fire it just right. You can fire it around a corner and it will hook around. I don't do it much here, but it can be useful. And with the wizard dead, I'm going to make sure I have my invis. Make sure all the acolytes are dead behind me. Gonna invis. Oh. Make sure I have the orb. And then I'm going to bank it. And sometimes that happens and the knight jumps off the map. So in that case, you can just pick a little spot. I like to go up these stairs and just wait for a new one. I'll quickly go over my build. I use a sniper rifle for my primary. It's the new sniper, I can't even remember the name of it. Anarchy is nice because I can DPS the boss while using my super, and it's great for killing these knights. You can also use Anarchy to protect yourself from the explosive thrall that show up during the DPS phase. And I just use a recluse just because. Now typically there's only one acolyte back here, but the game tried to trick me and throw 3 of them at me right before I'm about to finish the boss off, so that was nice. But this is probably the easiest one, because you just gotta sit here and hold block. Now these grenades can sometimes land next to you and do a lot of damage, so you want to keep an eye on that. Just gonna clear all the ads. Make sure there's no acolytes alive still. Gonna make sure everything's reloaded. Make sure I have my super. Make sure I have my invis. Make sure I'm always being listened to. So bank it. He's going to immediately swing. Just try to avoid that best you can. I'm going to throw down some anarchy rounds and fire off as much as possible. I'm going to try to make sure I don't start flying backwards or forwards into the boss. I'm going to avoid that fire tornado attack as best as I can. And I'm going to stick an oppressive darkness grenade on him while my anarchy does the rest. And when I feel like I'm safe, I will switch to my sniper and pump a lot of damage into his head. With this loadout, I usually 3-phase them. Very rarely can I 2-phase them with it. I've seen loadouts that do a lot more damage, but it just comes down to how you want to do it. A loadout that I've seen do more damage was Izanagi's Recluse and Wendigo. Which should work just fine. But yeah, that is souling the final boss. Hopefully it's a consistent guide and works for you. Well, have a good one.